Happy spring to everybody today. I am so happy spring is here, and I've got my little babies here. I'm Nani. My nickname is Nani from Nani's Little Darlings, and I've got all my babies, as you can see, all dressed in their springy clothes. Little Noah, he's still wearing his sweater from for winter, which I need to change him, but I just love that sweater with the little dogs and the bones and everything. So there's Noah, and he's saying hello. And here's little Charlotte, and she's wearing a little frog top with a little crown, and it says Little Princess. So there she is. And I created her, and I also created a little Rose over here. And she, her cheeks, like I said, got a little bit pink, but I love her dearly. And I love her little pink bow, and she's wearing a lavender outfit with little flowers, lavender and pink and gray flowers. And I love her little pink booties that she has here. They're crocheted, but I did buy them. I think at Target or somewhere like that. And anyway, she is just a little darling. And so here she is. And this is my latest creation, which I am going to be selling. She's on reborns.com, and she's a Leah Sculpt. And I named her Emma as her name for selling her, and I thought she turned out super cute, as you can see. I don't know how close I'll be able to get, but she turned out beautifully, and she's for sale on reborns.com. So if you want to go over, check out reborns.com. My nursery name is Little Nani's Nani's Little Darlings, so please check her out. And she was just born yesterday, and I used air dry paints, and I use very special air dry paints. They're for reborns in particular. So she is a little sweetheart. And the other day I was getting ready in the morning, and I haven't done a tag, and I decided I was going to do my first tag, and because they are kind of fun. I mean, I've enjoyed doing some of other mommies' reborn tags and stuff, and it gives you good ideas of what to talk about. So, here's little Noah with his little toy, his little book, and it says toys, and it's got like a little bear and teddy bear and a ball and an airplane and a car and drum. So I like to buy little props for my babies, for my reborns. So here's little Noah. So I came up with some really good questions, and there's only 3 of them. And remember, this is all pretend. We're just pretending and just dreaming. This isn't going to actually happen. Maybe some of the questions might happen to some of you someday, but most of them are just dreaming or imagining. So the name of my tag is called I'm Dreaming Of, or I'm Dreaming About. I'm Dreaming About. So my first question was, as you can see, I'm feeling very springy because I've got my green fluorescent sweater, and boy, it's been a long winter here in Wisconsin, and I'm so glad that the snow is finally melting, and I feel sorry for the people out east who are getting clobbered by a big snowstorm again. So if you live over there, please stay safe, and just think spring is here and things should be melting. So so my first question is if you could have your dream nursery, what would it look like? And I really thought about this one, And I know when my kids were little, we used to watch Sesame Street quite a bit. And I love Big Bird and Elmo and Bert and all the other characters on Sesame Street. And it's such a good show. It teaches children how to get along and how to care for one another and everything. So I thought, boy, it would be neat to have a Sesame Street theme. My daughter's favorite character was Big Bird, and I think my son's was Elmo. So, but anyway, so what I would do is have somebody come and paint the walls and with the different characters and make it look like Sesame Street. And also, I have always loved bassinets for the babies. I'm very much into ruffles and lace and everything. So I'd want a his and hers bassinets, like with the pinks and light blues, and some of them have really frilly, fancy bassinets that you can purchase, and those would be my dream bassinets. I'd really have to look at them though, because there's many choices out there. And also, I like children's books, so I would make sure to have a shelf with children's books and like poems and things like that. And I also like what are those little books called that are popular with kids? And I'd get a collection of those, and then I could read to my reborns and everything. So I'd want a bookshelf. Also, one of my dreams would be to have a pram, a really fancy pram. I've seen some other channels where mommies have purchased prams, and they're just beautiful, and that would be my dream, is to have a fancy pram where I could take my reborns out to, outside on beautiful days. And also I'd have a shelf where I could have a collection of bottles and passies and stuffed animals, or maybe related to Sesame Street. And also, of course, you need dressers for your babies. We all have a lot of clothes that we like to dress our reborns in, so I'd make sure that I'd have a dresser for boys and girls. So anyway, that would be my dream nursery. You can choose. Now this sounds a little creepy, and we're just going to pretend. This is just pretending, and if you choose not to answer the question, that's okay too. But I thought it was kind of a cool question. It says you can choose up to 4 reborns, or maybe some of you only have 1 or 2, or some might have 8 or 9, but you can only choose 4. Imagine that they came to life for 1 week. Oh my gosh. How would you spend your time with the babies? So pretend your reborns came to life for 1 week. But we're just imagining, we're just pretending. I would first of all call my sister, because she understands me very well with my dolls and everything, and have her come and help me for the week. And I would spend a lot of one-on-one time with all my babies. First of all, the ones I would choose, okay, I would pick little Noah, little Charlotte, and little Rose, and these are the 3 that I have down here. I did have a couple more upstairs, but I'll just talk about these 3. And with Noah, if he came to life, I would make sure I would buy him a really cute little boy toy. I've got some toys here for him to play with. So I'd make sure he'd have a lot of playtime, because he's a little toddler. He's more like 12 months, 9 to 12 months. So I'd make sure he had appropriate toys. We'd go out and pick out a really cute outfit for him. I'd find really fancy outfits for a fancy outfit for each of my babies. I would show and tell. I would not be embarrassed to take my babies out and show them around, go to the park, go outside, go to the different stores. And if people ask me, oh, where did you get that? How long have you had your baby? I'd say I was just babysitting for a week. You know, I'd have to come up with a pretty quick story to tell. Also I would tell my babies how they came to life, or how I created them, or where they came from, because they each have a story. Noah came from another reborn nursery. He was created by that, and these two, of course, I created, so I'd have to explain to them how I made them, and how I picked out their color hair and everything like that. And of course they're not going to understand me because they're babies, but it'll be kind of fun to pretend. So with little Charlotte, she's a cuddler, and I love holding her, so I would hold her a lot and feed her a bottle. That's my favorite part of babies, is feeding them and changing them and everything. So I would hold her a lot. She loves to be held, and she's a little cuddler. And again, I would pick out a really cute outfit for her, and spend a lot of one-on-one time and show her off, to people out in the community, and go out to the parks. I would take my whole week would be dedicated to them. And for Rose, she's more like 6 months. So of course she'd probably be sitting up a little bit, or almost crawling. So I'd have to make sure that my house was kind of child-proof, because although maybe she wouldn't be quite crawling, but she might be on solid foods. So I'd have to think about buying her some solid foods, like rice cereal that I used to give my own 2 children, with bananas and everything. So boy, I don't know. I'd have to read up on a lot about babies, and read baby books, and kind of refresh myself, because my kids are both in their 20s, so it's been a while since I had a baby. But anyway, so it would be so neat if our babies could come to life for 1 week, and just to know that you'd only have them, they'd come to life for 1 week, and then they'd go back to what they were. Kind of like Cinderella, when her carriage turned into a pumpkin and everything. But we have to realize that that's what's going to happen. So just enjoy them. Okay, the last question is: you are handed a $600 check. Somebody comes to the door and gives you $600, and it's for your reborns. Would you rather spend it on a reborn? Would you spend the $600 on a reborn? Or would you go out and buy $600 worth of cute baby things, items or furniture for your reborns, and clothes and that? So please answer that question. For me, with my $600, I would definitely go out shopping. I love to go shopping. There's no time limit. You could keep the $600 for a month or 2 months, so you won't have to rush trying to find things. And for me, I love shopping. My favorite part of going to the store is to go to the baby department and see all the cute things. And I'd probably maybe even buy a pram, because I've always wanted a pram for my reborns, so a really fancy one. So that'd probably be my top thing on my list. And then I love buying baby clothes, and all sorts of things, little toys and everything. So anyway, that's my tag for today. I hope you all have a fun time answering the tag questions, and I'll type them down below so you know what they are. Of course, there's only 3 of them, and I'm enjoying watching everybody's videos again. It's so cool to see all the new babies and all the new mommies. There are many new babies in the community. I love the Tink baby, and or baby Tink, and there's so many different looks, even though they're the Tink sculpt. It's so neat to see all the different babies. And hope everybody's doing well. And remember, spring is here, so we have to remember to be, you know, that things are going to start turning green and the buds are going to start coming out. If you have allergies, take care of yourself. It's all part of springtime. But so here's little Noah, and I've got my little Emma. That's for sale over here, and she's just a little precious little girl. As you can see, she's just a little sweetheart. So take a look at her on reborns.com. She was so much fun to make. And she has many layers of veining and modeling, and I love her skin tone. So there she is. She likes to be the center of attention. So I hope she finds a good mommy. And have a wonderful week. And until the next time I make another video, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.